You probably don't need a degree to be a UI/U.X designer. It was a regular day at the office, and I was sitting in the common area of our open office space with my manager at the time. We were seated around a table of supplies gluing squares of pattern wallpaper to those sample tiles that you get at hardware stores like Lowe's or Home Depot. It was arts and crafts day at the office, so we were making DIY coasters. I'd been interning at Skookum, a software consulting agency, for almost 2 months. She and I were chatting about Mexican food for whatever reason, and she mentioned that there's a Mexican spot near where she went to college that has delicious tacos. We chatted briefly about other related college experiences of hers, and then in passing, she asked, "Where did you go to school again?" I'd never told her. I'd never told anyone at Skookum, actually. Not because I was ashamed or embarrassed, it had simply never come up. Not once in interviews, onboarding, or casual conversation, until this conversation, at least. I told her I went to business school for a little over a year, then dropped out to pursue a side project full-time. I explained that as the company grew, it consumed so much of my time that if I wanted to take it seriously, then I needed to put school on hold. I ended up running the company full-time for a year and then selling it. She smiled and said, "Look at you." I thought to myself, how have I gotten this far with no one even asking about whether I went to college or not? I was only an intern at the time, but I would later become a full-time employee. Degrees didn't appear to be something that the decision-makers cared about, which was surprising to me. I guess I was surprised mainly because growing up, it had been drilled into my head, mostly by teachers and my friends' parents, that the only way to get a good job was to go to college. It wasn't that I believed them, it was just I thought it would be more challenging than it was and has been to build a career in design without a degree. Colleges have historically struggled to keep up with the pace of technology. For this reason, all of the designers I know, whether they attended college for design or not, are self-taught in some regard. If designers had to go back to school to get a certificate every time a new update for Sketch was released, then design and UX were. For more on this story, visit the news article link.